Hey guys, and welcome to my episode on how to calculate free shares. And who doesn't like free shares? So let's move on to the actual formula. And so this is basically what we're going to be going through in order to kind of work out how to get our free share. And so these are some of the parameters that I will be discussing in more detail in the video. So please stay tuned. And so I'm going to give you some actual uses for calculating free shares. And when we discuss X div dates, there is a percentage correction value that the share is the companies use. And if you can see here, they reduce their share by a percentage, and I've highlighted it. And each share, and these are the upcoming shares in the 27th of February, that all have an X div date, and so they are going to correct their share price by this percentage, so you can actually use that. So please leave a comment in the section below if you would like a full video explaining on how to do this. Okay, and so other uses could be bad news in a valued company. So say for example a very blue chip company has had some bad news, but you know it's quite temporary, and so therefore you can use this to your advantage. Buy a couple of shares and know that the value will generally go back up, and so you just kind of put this the values into the calculator, and that will kind of tell you when you need to buy or sell to receive your free share. Okay, and obviously with every method there's a advantage and disadvantages, and in this case there's a certain set time before you actually receive your value of your share back, or your free share in this case. And obviously some stocks, once they go down, might not actually ever go back up. So please do your own research. Please make sure that you're making an informed decision on regards to your choices in the companies that you're going to be buying. Okay, so let's actually look at the actual formula again. And so I'm going to leave this formula in the bottom left corner so you can keep an eye out on which one I'm explaining where. And so this hopefully will make it easier for you guys. And I will be explaining the formulas that I'm putting into each box. So the initial investment will be the value that you're going to be putting in. And so this value you can put in pence or dollars or pounds, or you can put this any value. So that's why I haven't put any brackets or any units in this section. And moving on to the current share price, I know you have to manually enter this, so hopefully those initial investment and the current share price will be in the same units, otherwise this won't work. Okay, so this is something that you'll have to make sure before you start. And obviously then the first formula that you're going to have to be putting is the shares bought, and so you need to round down so that we get a whole number. And in the UK we have stamp duty, so I've added a formula for the stamp duty. If you don't have stamp duty, you can kind of take out the initial investment times the stamp duty in brackets and just have initial investment over current share price. And hopefully that will kind of it's a very simple formula anyway. And obviously when I'm calculating in stamp duty, it will kind of change the actual amount that I'm spending, but because I've written £100 and the share price is £10, with stamp duty I can't buy 10 shares, and so therefore the amount that I've actually spent is actually £90.45p. And so we need to know this value, and actually we need to know this value to work out our actual profit. So moving on, and this is another manually entered field, so we need to know, and this is something that you can play around with, the percentage change. And obviously this is if you're doing the X-div technique, that will be what you'll be putting in here to kind of work out how much the value of the share will go up or down, and how much you need to invest to kind of get that. And so make sure that this box is a percent, otherwise the formula won't work. Okay, and so moving on, we need to work out the change in share price, and basically this is just the current share price times by the estimated change, the two values that you've put in. And then the new estimated share price is basically adding the change in share price to the original share price. And this is an important value because this is the kind of the end goal where we need to be in order for us to sell our shares to receive our one free share. We need to then know the new value of the investment, and so this is new estimated share price times by the shares bought. And then to work out the actual profit is the new value of investment, take away the actual total spent, and so that will give you actual profit value. And then finally, to actually work out how many free shares we get. We're going to put in a round down because we need a full value for a full share in order to. So we need to know basically in wholes because we were dealing with whole shares, and so we need actual profit over the new estimate share price. And so the actual profit needs to be divisible by the new estimate share price, and if it's higher, then you'll get a free share. If not, then you won't. And so this is kind of shown in the testing page. So at the top, you can see that the value and the actual profit is not higher than the new estimate share price. So you won't get a free share. It needs to be higher. The percentage needs to be higher, or the initial investment needs to be higher. Okay, and so in this case, we've kept everything the same, but the change of percent has increased. And so at 11 pounds and 40p, you'll receive a free share. And so if you sell 8 of your shares, you will receive your initial investment that you put in, which is £90.45p, and you still have that one share, which is beneficial because if it gives you dividends, it'll give you free dividends, and if it goes up in price, you'll get free money, and if it goes down, well, you're not really that bothered because it's a free share. And similarly here, we've put in 30% and we've got 2 free shares. The thing is the same. And so here I've given you 2 examples in my portfolio where I'm kind of doing this, and I bought future which kind of dipped, and it was at £13, and so I hold 11 of those at £13. I need it to hit £14.37p in order to receive my free share. And similarly with WWE, which as we know, I've mentioned several times in my portfolio updates, that they fired 2 of their co-CEOs, and so the price dropped from 62 to 40 odd, and so I bought at 45, and hopefully the value will go up. It's a very decent company, so I know that hopefully they will eventually reach back to the original price. And so for me to receive a free share, the share needs to hit $57 in order to receive my free share, basically. Hopefully that covers everything in regards to your free share and how to work it out and how to calculate it. If there's any issues that you have or something that you're not sure about, please leave a comment in the section below, and hopefully this will be beneficial for you. And like I said, if you're interested in how to work out the ex-div impact and the percentage change, thank you for listening, and please comment, like, and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.